They do end up picking up the bristleback, and, you know, I gotta say, this draft from ADROIT does look very powerful.
It is a fun matchup to watch. I mean, you don't tend to see both of these heroes picked at once because you do usually see one of the ban-outs going to either of the brothers. Still, Moon playing pretty darn good, applying that pressure. Mac does have to charge up. He's not in any serious trouble.
It's a bit rough for Mac, though, like, that Flame Guard just getting burnt through so quick. Moon just needs to really land one static storm, and Boomy. Bot lane actually ends up finding first blood onto Jabs.
Gonna be TPing back in and was going to find something else, although Savage is spotted out.
Gonna be in big trouble. Boomy catches him out before he takes the big creeps, and now Mac will come in. Savage, he does have the chemical rage, but he's taking a lot of damage. In fact, those remnants weren't enough. Meanwhile, while that was happening, Moon, he found Natsumi down at the bot lane. So the Monkey King gets taken out. The Alchemist does survive through all the ganking that was going on, and I believe that was his magic stick charges that really kept him up during those remnants. And in fact, now CML ends up going down. DJ the one to pick it up on the Nyx Assassin.
It's going to be very hard to take a full fight here from ADROIT. Just a lot of sustain coming out from FNATIC very early on.
DJ gonna have an attempt here onto Bok, as Moon will also come in. They do stun up the bristleback, and he really isn't as tanky as you would hope. Bok, can you get out of this? Not quite. Moon will be able to claim the kill over that bristle.
Dire jungle now, and there's really no punishment coming out from ADROIT. They're just trying to hunt heroes they can find. That just happens to be Ice 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 every time, and he's not a priority for FNATIC's farm.
Classic bait play. Ice 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 gets chained up now while trying to TP away. Mac won't really follow up, though. I say that, he is starting to run forward, but I doubt he'll dive the T1 tower. Meanwhile, Moon ends up finding a kill onto Natsumi bot lane, and they are trying to chase down DJ on the Nyx Assassin, but CML gets caught out by Moon. Vortex gonna be there. Bok trying to help out. Moon, he is out of mana. This could be a big kill, but no, DJ with a Spike Carapace, but the Impale, it won't connect. This may be the opening Bok needed, but Moon, he waits for the Ember. He remnants forward. The only problem was Boomy did end up getting the purge off before he did zip away. And now Ice 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 will also end up going down once again. And that is actually going to be a pretty nice win for ADROIT as well. Like, he's just going to have that heart up in a minute or two. It's already got the most expensive parts of it. He's just farming so efficiently on this Alchemist, and now they ping him out. They know, they see what he's got, but mid lane, there is a jump going on here. FNATIC find Mac on the Ember. That is a huge kill.
I think the stack will give it. He does have it. Could just fly it out now. He has a Heart Radiance 15 minutes in with a Phase Boots and Soul Ring as well. It's been a fantastic time for free farming on this Al.
This is not what ADROIT wanted, but it seems like they got kind of baited into this. As Savage now willing to take a team fight, going straight onto Bok, gets the full unstable concoction duration, and with that Impale, he has plenty of damage. The Bristleback does not tank anything. Now Moon jumping in the back, going after Booming. They also found CML, who gets a blinding light, but it just doesn't matter. 3 going down, and there's the heart being completed. That was after the team fight.
But you're going to have to give this rush away to FNATIC. So that means you're going to have to deal with an Aegis on one of these heroes anyway. They do hold on to everything else, so they still have the Will-O-Wisp to play with afterwards. But you'd want that combination to be there. The Wisp and Wukong's command, not going to have that combination, and Savage is not even out of that jungle.
Well, he's got Chemical Rage again. They use another Spirit Vessel charge. Mac, they're actually dealing a lot of damage, Savage. I think you may have overextended on this one.
Oh,
and all right, they do have the damage output.
There's just way too much from FNATIC to keep him alive. If the mech's around as well from Ice, that's just not enough to burn him down now.
Sumi has Wukong's. Savage is going to just take the tier 2, although here they go. They jump onto Savage, but he again has that Chemical Rage. CML going to go straight away. Now the Wukong's doing a fair bit onto Savage with that Spirit Vessel, but it's not going to be enough. In fact, Jabs controlling up with these Centaurs. They will be able to get Bok now on the Bristleback. Buybacks flying out. And ADROIT, they've got to be careful. They're going to have a few diebacks coming out if they keep going in like this. fact, Savage is still chasing Boomy, who has no way out of this situation. And he just understands he's going to have to die alone in the woods. Moon will pick up a complete ultra kill. Savage has a stun, throws it out, ignores the bristleback. Everyone just walks in and claims a Rax. It's that easy.
Yeah, just like that. ADROIT cannot defend. We've lost a major set of objectives there, ADROIT. The map has shrunk for them, and Savage is just dancing around the map. He has his AC up, so you can't really right-click him down.
CML. Actually, there is going to be the chains out. Mac getting the Ember now. Another follow-up route with the Will-O-Wisp. They might find Moon, but he does have that Bloodstone active. He will be able to zip away just in the nick of time and survive this as Savage moving in on the Alchemist, but now he's in the middle of that Wukong's command. This is very dangerous. Disruption will be there. They'll get those Alchemist illusions, and Savage is now hurting himself quite a lot. Do FNATIC want to take this team fight or not? It looks like they do not as they try to run out, but no, Savage, he wants to go back in now as Moon jumps straight onto CML. He just needed a reset. He'll get both supports. It'll be a double for Moon as now they're looking towards Mac on the Ember. Moon is not done with his fiery spirit as Mac is completely out of mana, but Moon now being chained up with the spirit vessel. He does zip out in time. DJ with the Spike Carapace will hold Mac down. That'll be it. FNATIC, they find 3 very nice kills. They lose their Chen, but I believe they will have some time to go after that mid-Rax.
Yeah, again, there's not going to be any strong contention here from ADROIT. In fact, they might lose Bok if they're not careful. Savage is going for it.
They get the stun off. Bok is facing forward, and, well, the Blinding Light will save his day. Bok doesn't really have a choice. He needs to keep going forward and getting those cool spray stacks up. Like, if he backs out, how do you defend? Meanwhile, Moon, he's just farming creeps right now. He may need to help out his team a little bit, but he's just waiting for the perfect moment. Now Natsuvi comes in. Both supports are starting to follow, so Boomy will get jumped by Moon straight away. Now Bok has to run back to the base, but Moon is not done. He will finish the job off. He's been chained up, and Moon will end up losing his life. The buyback now comes out from Bok as he wants to try and help out while the storm is down, but Moon, he also buys back. They're just going to go up all again into a 5v5 engagement as Savage goes after the dieback on the bristle, but Moon, he wants those tasty supports. In fact, no, he gets the Ember. Savage is the one to pick it up with the Radiance. And ADROIT are just throwing all their gold away, trying to defend this base, but no, the double spike Carapace, the huge Will-O-Wisp from CML, just holding them all back, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough as Savage moves forward again. Mac, he will avoid the stun thanks to the disruption of Boomy. But DJ, with just the constant stuns on the Nyx Assassin, he will go down in the end. And you know what? ADROIT, they do successfully defend, only losing that tier 3 tower. In fact, they're going to go for more now. Savage, he doesn't have the Chemical Rage for another 20 seconds. He needs to buy time, or he needs his team to buy time, but he is falling way too fast. Japs, can you keep him alive? There's the Heal of God coming out. Savage still falling quite low, and he does finally drop. And ADROIT now need to capitalize as much as they possibly can. They'll jump onto Jazz, but Moon again in the back lines with that Bloodstone. He'll find CML. He's going after Boomy. He is surrounded, however. Can he get out? He can pour lightning. Do they have a TP cancellation? Natsumi, he can't get it in time. The Balance Strike just half a second too late.
They have the spells. Don't get me wrong, they have great teamfight spells for that. The Will-O-Wisp, the Wukong's Command, but with how far behind they are, it's just asking for trouble if they went for the contest. So,
do you think they have what it takes to deal with the Alchemist? Because it does feel like a couple more times of taking this team down, and they may just be back into the game.
It's a lot. Like they've got to kill Savage so many times here. I don't think they just have it.
Mid lane, Disruption gonna save him. Unstable Concoction not gonna land. In fact, it's gonna stun up Savage, and now is that their opening? Not quite. The stun does wear off, and Savage, he runs in now. They have their own Spirit Vessel, and Bok is falling very, very low. Moon jumps in to get the job done, and you do not have buybacks available on the BB. Now Wukongs will come out, but Savage, he pops the BKB. CML has dropped now as Natsumi tries to man fight, but Moon is just way too disruptive on that storm. They're just taking everybody out, and I have a feeling that GG call may be coming very, very soon as Mac almost dies, but it doesn't matter. They're going after tier 4s, and the GG has been called. FNATIC taking a very, very convincing game number 1.
Definitely. On paper, this was supposed to be the most even game. ADROIT number 2 in the rankings, FNATIC number 1. And FNATIC's showing us why they are in number 1.
What is this game? A position 5 Pangolier is the pickup here for Jabs. Look, I've seen position 4 Pangos, no problem. A position 5?
Game-breaking combination from FNATIC. Never seen that done before. Of course, DJ has his work cut out for him. At the, you know, Ice 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 does have ways of just complete. What?
Yeah, okay. All right, that was a bit of an early blast off DJ. I'm not sure about that one, and he's probably gonna die. He eats a fairy fire, and he's dead. Okay, he is dead.
It's not going to be easy for Mac to sustain himself up against Moon. He's a full level behind. It's just about hit for himself, but his mana pool is completely drained out. Doesn't have any region left. Moon is going to be entirely happy with how that rotation from Jabs does pay off.
Oh, Savage. Going down solo to Bok. Jabs, he tried to come in and help at the last seconds, but he's very close to the helm of the Dom. Once you get that up, Boom, you can start making a couple rotations with this Enigma and start trying to make plays across the map if he's so
Savage. Trouble.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes, he is, Bok. Again, level 3 battery assault now, and there's just, you know, the bristleback just doesn't do that much when you're getting battery assaulted like that, and Bok will give him the tip. They still have their hands full up at this top lane, trying to force it out, and they do finally get the tier 1. And now perhaps they try to make a play onto Moon. We do have Boomy rotating in, and there's the Vortex. Black Hole will also be committed, and no one's around to cancel that off. That'll mean Moon does end up going down, and the kill will go to the Mac on the Storm Spirit.
Really good pickup going the way of it.
They're going to rotate in. They want to fight this without the Black Hole, but this is still a very hard team fight to take, considering you don't really have much team fight, though. Jabs, he does have Rolling Thunder. Now the Blast-Off does connect, and they are at least going to find CML here on the Prophet. They will take him. Now these tracks flying out as Bok does get DJ on the Techies. They'd love to find this Clockwork, but he is a rather tanky target. In fact, Ice 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 going to get jumped on by Mac. They'll take down another. And Savage just can't do anything.
It's just not enough coming out from our Bristle. In fact, they might find Bok in exchange.
A hook shot is out. Bok is still very tanky. He has a very high armor.
Nice blocks.
And yeah, the Helm of the Dominator creep just blocking away, so Bok does walk out safely. FNATIC now smoke up Jabs and Moon. Gonna make their way through that dire jungle, again Rolling Thunder. Being cancelled off, Jabs still thinking about it. They do have vision with that Observer and Vortex mid lane. Savage going to be the target as they do start fighting in the dire jungle, but Bok gets a very nice cogs off. Now the Rolling Thunder does come out, but the hook shot dodge. Bok will just get away from them as Savage is dying alone in the mid lane. And FNATIC will find nothing for their POS 1 dying like that. In fact, ADROIT may still keep going. Can they? They can. It's a 4v5 situation. A zip. DJ does get hurt by that. In fact, Jabs is the main priority target on the Pango. Now they may settle for Moon, and Black Hole will come out, catching 2 of them. Boomy. He will set up for Ice 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 and DJ, and ADROIT. Another successful team fight. In all fairness, at level 1 they are kind of crappy. Like, they're not really that good at level 1.
Could at least force some investments into sentries, but stave off the push with them.
Mid lane Mac will jump in onto Savage. The Spirit Vessel will be there from Bok. They will not continue the engagement. So there's plenty of tracks coming out from Ice Ice Ice. Still though, Ricky Natsumi, he will jump in, and they do clear out Moon. With the smoke screen just holding him down. In fact, oh, that's a lot of my damage coming out onto Mac. He's got to be careful about that. And FNATIC, it looks like they were trying to maybe make a bait play, but throw bodies over and over again at the side of ADROIT. It does get denied off, but they get what they wish for. The tower is down.
That should allow FNATIC to play a little bit more further forward, maybe invade that jungle if they really wanted to.
Hook shot. Bok, he's found Savage. Spirit Set Vessel is there.
Ooh.
Boomy, there is going to be a huge blast off, but it only adds to the kills going to the way of ADROIT.
Just really big and be a focused central focal point for ADROIT. Like, he already is, and he's just kind of burning away. They just really need to start tanking him up. Hope that he reflects enough pulse sprays to get damage out of Bok.
Huge hook shot coming in. A two-man cogs. DJ immediately being wiped off the face of the earth, and they will find jabs again. Savage trying to fight. A nice chains comes out from Moon. Bok is getting very close to dying, and Savage, he does manage to pick him up. You can't forget those are track kills, so these do mean a lot more. Now Moon, he gets a chains off. Shuriken tosses is bouncing around. Boomy coming in for a black hole. He does find two of them. There's nothing to cancel it off, and with that, they will clear out the other two. And so ADROIT still end up winning out the team fight in the end. DJ continues to place mines as he goes.
Haste.
They are pinging out Boomy and CML. Ice does scout them out, and now the Rolling Thunder will come through.
Oh.
Who do they actually go on? They actually got the Clockwork. Still, Bok is going to be completely fine, and now the Vortex in the back lines. That's DJ. He's gone. A double chains is there in the Roshan pit, but the side of FNATIC are starting to fall apart as the black hole comes out, but it only really catches jabs. Ice, can you survive this? Well, it's all about Savage right now, who continues to try and man fight up against 5, but he's gonna die, and with his death, the rest of FNATIC will go along with him. And that'll make it a 5-27, and we may as well have a look at Dota Plus's win probability right now. And do you just grab the -4 second cooldown on the proximity mines?
I think the cooldown is much more value. You're not going for battling techies. I mean, DJ has been around. I wouldn't consider that battling, though. Not being very effective. Oh. Mac. Long
Jumps
zip.
in, grabs Moon on the Ember. Meanwhile, Bok, they are trying to grab him, but Bok will be fine. Now Mac jumping in after DJ, cleans that one up, and he has found Savage, although that's a lot of damage from those proximity or remote mines. It isn't going to matter, as they will survive it, and they will clear them out once again. Savage still trying to fight by himself. It's going to mean nothing. The only man to survive is Ice. He's just trying to lead them into these, into more mines. Bok about to fall. He'll get the kill on the Clockwork, but he's going to give his own life away.
Oh, there are no mines from there. So this is probably the perfect time to take it before any sort of mining occurs.
Rolling Thunder. Jabs gonna connect on the Storm. Moon, can you get the chains off? They do. Now the blast off is there with the silence, and it's not gonna be enough. Smoke screen from Natsumi. Mac will survive, and Mac will back off happily.
Pretty much cleared out the map. You're not seeing the impact of this techies just yet. They really don't feel threatened by any sort of potential from those mines.
No, Mac, he's gonna find DJ. Takes him out. There's not much else to say about that. He just can zip in and claim the kill easily.
There's no ags on DJ, so it's really relatively safe to go up high ground. Not much to really worry about. Just use your minions to scout out.
Not that he really needs it, but it's gonna be there very, very soon. We do see CML as well. He has bought out a gem. It is just on the courier. And, Mac, where are you off to? Goes straight onto Moon with that Orchid. Just cleans him up. No contest, and they also have found Savage trying to push out the bot lane. He's a bit of a sitting duck. They have a defusal on Natsumi. He's still very tanky. Where's the Spirit Vessel? Well, it's on Bok, and he's not around. Mac will come in. Looks like he has found Ice. Ice still managing to survive for now as Mac is starting to run out of mana, but eventually the bounty does die and they continue back onto the Bristleback. Do see the Rolling Thunder coming out from jabs, and now the hookshot comes in from Bok, and with that, the black hole comes out from Boomy. He'll have the rest of the control, and I don't know how many times FNATIC's been team wiped now. It's been a lot. Natsumi will threaten Ice's life a little bit, but we'll back off. Just gonna play it safe and doesn't want to risk getting blown up if he can avoid it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know anymore. If this match is anything to prove, like if a pro player can't make Techies Techies win a game, shouldn't play it in your pumps, right? Just another nice little PSA. His Moon is going to go down. We do have a hook shot in the mid lane where Jabs gets blown up. And do the remote mines kill them off? Well, they do find at least the Aegis. Buybacks to fly out. Mac, that's one stun. That's a lot of damage on Boomy, but not quite enough. But they found a huge kill on the Storm, and now Boomy gonna get chased down, and they will find a secondary kill. Looks like they may even find the Clockwork Bok. Hook shot will not connect, and Moon still controlling him up. Still, Moon is gonna tie back on the Ember, but they do eventually find Bok on the Clockwork. I wonder how much gold they got out of that.
So DJ is really just basically a non-factor. Need to put too much consideration into that high ground defense. They aren't quite ready to go up though.
Mac jumps in onto the Pango, and Moon does get killed off by Natsumi. Savage, what are you doing out there? Apparently just having a nice old time. He's taking a fair bit of damage, but not quite enough to really mean anything. And ADROIT now, do you push high ground? There are no mines, to be fair, so they do have the option to them. ADROIT, they do have a gem. They will use the Eidolons and clear them out. Now, Natsumi will jump on DJ. DJ gonna die. There was a hook shot just in case. DJ will buy back. Can be a very, very dangerous Clockwork. You do get caught by his hook with the Ags. It's the hook shot. Doesn't pop the Ags yet. Just will take out Ice on the bounty. No buyback on him.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks.
I mean, there's no reason to stop you for it.
They are going to get the cogs off onto 23 Savage. He is going to go down. He does have buyback. He will commit it. This will be the last team fight. No, Black Hole straight away from Boomy. He does not want to waste any more time. And Savage already losing half his HP. Mac jumping on top, gets the Vortex. And that's going to be a dieback on Savage. It's a 2v5 situation. This game is sure to be over. And there's the GG call being made at 36 minutes in.
Oh man.
And there you have it, John. This is why you never pick Techies, because you're gonna lose. So don't pick Techies in your pumps. Don't do it. John, don't make
It's a 50-50. FNATIC won with it before. They do fall back to that PA. That's a hero we have seen once before in a different league, and the performance was certainly lackluster.
I suppose this is the point where we probably should have a look at the other lanes, because both the Darkseid and the Void are just going to freely be farming up. So mid lane, Mac up against Moon. Two Spirits once again in this mid lane. However, this time it's not going to be a Storm, but rather a Void Spirit.
It's a much better start for Moon as well. Solidly ahead of Mac. Take wall for the Embers. Start applying its own pressure quite nicely.
Jabs. The very long-range Scatter Blast just barely connecting to Boomy. Ice. Gonna get jumped here by Natsumi. But does have Decrepify. And that's all that's required. CML doesn't really have any spells he can throw out to really dish out some damage. And bot lane, Chrono will be committed by 23 Savage. They are going to end up finding Bok on the Darkseid.
Finding themselves a nice, easy kill. And once more, that is giving Savage a fairly free start. I mean, you could say the same for Bok. Free farm on Darkseid just doesn't sound as terrifying as free farm on face.
Well, now Mac does actually end up going down to Moon. Of course, Moon hitting that power spike. Unfortunately for the Ember, he's only sitting at level 5, just about to hit that level 6 mark. But Moon just perfectly times his rotation, gets him before he hits that level 6. The bot lane, Jab's gonna fall low, but Bok is falling even lower, and Bok will die again. Now Moon rotates. Wants to go after Boomy, and this should be an almost guaranteed kill as the Remnant will end up connecting. And that'll be a 5-1. 7 minutes in.
yeah, you're gonna have that team fight available for FNATIC. They're gonna have the tools available for that. They're gonna commit the TPs to find these kills. Not sure how you really play this one.
Oh, Boomy, he runs into the Aether Remnant.
Oh,
That's an
bot got
easy
called
kill.
in.
Has been killed. Dire's top
That-
tower is under attack.
Savage, do you want a chrono? Remnants forward, they jump, they do find jabs. Savage is just man fighting for now as Moon does join him, though nice time walk to take all that damage off, and he's still waiting for the chrono and now gets it. He only found 2, however. He does not get the main target, which was Mac, and ADROIT do manage to find a very, very important kill onto Moon. Moon is also going to rotate. It looks like they just want to pick on Bok. To really shut down this Dark Seer and Bok. There's a Spy Carapace coming out. DJ does miss the Impale, however.
Top tower is under
And immediately goes to the TP up. Bok, hook shot, going to be there from Boomy. They want to at least secure the Nyx Assassin, and they do. A bit unfortunate that they missed the Impale. However, you still have Moon and Savage there, and they easily clean him up anyway. So FNATIC won't really be too upset. In fact, they found Natsumi down at the bot lane. Natsumi will jump in after jabs, but Moon is there, and he has so much magic damage. You have to be very careful if you are Natsumi, who's now going to try and make a run for it, but the Mortimer's Kisses, they are flying out. One will connect. It will only be one at the end, but the Aether Remnant from Moon is just perfect.
I seek out a different.
Well, he does have the full diffusal on the courier, so Savage is definitely going to have some damage output now within that chrono, and there it is. That is a very quick diffusal. Hook shot mid lane. It's going to be onto Ice. He needs to Crepify and does go for the life drain, but the stun from the battery assault will cancel that off, though. Savage, he gets a 3-man chrono and now goes straight after Boomy on that clock. Can he find more? They want to go after Mac. A very nice cookie coming up from jabs, just holding him down through the Remnant. And ADROIT, they find 1. But they might lose even more than 2, as now the Aether Remnant from Moon will latch on to CML. CML just a sitting duck now to the Astral Step, and now Spy Carapace coming up from DJ. They won't follow up on the Dark Seer, but it's definitely not advised. It's a bit of a scary lineup to go into right now.
Dire's middle
They did want to protect that T1 mid, but they don't have the chance. Still Boomy gonna get caught out now in the Dire side jungle. Does get the hook shot off, but it is blocked by the Nyx Assassin. Still, there is going to be backup now. Savage, he needs to run as DJ does go down. TP's coming in as the Radiant side do control the outpost in the Dire jungle. Natsumi continues to jump forward, but here come the Mortimer's Kisses and jabs. And Savage is just man fighting. No crits coming out for Natsumi. It finally happens, but it doesn't matter. Savage, he's just the manliest of men. Mac will finally take down the kill. Jabs, he wants to continue the chase. Scatter Blast available now. It's not enough. The heal comes up from the chat as well. Mac barely survives. Meanwhile, on the back, however, Moon will punish CML for his insolence. At least they found the void. Boomy, you really don't want to... What a cookie coming out of the DJ. Just pushes him into the Kongs. Jabs up wasn't nice. But you still have the chrono, and they're definitely looking for an opportunity to use it. So FNATIC, they'll smoke up again, looking to try and start a team fight, and CML, well, he'll be a very, very easy target. Absolutely no problem for Moon. In fact, they have found all the creeps, and that's going to be a fair bit of gold going to the way of Moon, who claims all those centaurs, and he wants more. He's not done. But Hellbear, a very lucky bear to get away, and Mac? Stunned up, out of position. How did he get there?
A hook shot, though.
Okay, they find Ice, but...
Order confident there, either way. Not commit for that, and does give ADROIT a bit of an opportunity to try to go hunting themselves, but they're under wards.
They are. Boomy does get the cogs off. That is onto a Void Spirit. He can always just do that. And well, Chrono will be there from Savage. Who do you want? Of course you want Mac on the Ember. They blow him up, and now an amazing cookie from Jabs
man.
onto 3. Natsumi just melting. The Mortimer's kiss is already flying to where he blink strikes out. Hookshot will cancel those kisses off, but Natsumi's got nowhere left to go. He will die. And meanwhile, Jabs is still perfectly alive. He's chasing Boomy now on the clock.
So this is just going to be a really straightforward push for FNATIC.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Especially with that Solar Crest from Moon. Savage really does siege quite quickly. They will only take the range creep. Like, this is the problem we had in the drafting phase, where it's like you chose PA into Pugna Void. And even with the BKB, you just decrepify your teammates. Savage is falling low, but he does have Aegis. He has the life drain there from Ice Ice Ice. And more importantly, it looks like they're just going to wait out the Roshanas. The siege creep will get it done anyway. The racks will go down. It's a slow siege, but it'll get there. It's very clear ADROIT are the ones that actually need to start the team fight. And Natsumi, he goes. He found Ice Ice Ice. Now that's a good start. ADROIT, they could capitalize off this. There is no buyback available on Ice Ice Ice, but Savage looking for the Chrono. There's the Vac. Natsumi, he's down to half HP. Instead, they do turn around onto Bok, but Savage, he cops a lot of damage from that dagger crit. But he will time walk it off. And now the Yules from Moon. Aetherman locks him in, and Bok is dead. The buyback is immediate. Savage is still holding on to that Chrono. Aegis does expire before the Chrono is used, although they do find Boomy now. Boomy, a very easy target. Does buy back again immediately as well. FNATIC just really taking this quite surgically. Savage almost ties to the crit, but what a Chrono coming out.
Man.
There's a 3-man. Where's the follow-up? It's not quite there, but they do get Mac on the Ember. He does not have buyback, and everyone is just starting to fall very, very low on ADROIT. As Savage going after Bok again. They just really don't like this Darkseer. Now Natsumi also being controlled up, but at least they do find the Snapfire and kill Bok. Still surviving as the hookshot is there from Boomy. Savage, can you find it? Not quite. He does get to the fountain in time, but instead you look for the dieback on the clockwork, and Boomy will survive. Savage just not feeling as confident without that Aegis.
They are still holding out here, right? Like, they still have one of their mid racks up. They still have their bot racks up.
Bok really doesn't want to die like this, but it's a dieback. Moon just
Novel.
on the Void Spirit, just so effective.
He has the MKB. Can really just get all the damage out. PA could jump in, doesn't really care. Can man fight back. Get that damage on.
You've got an Aether Lens now on Ice 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 as well, so he has plenty of range. And CML just getting bashed to death. He pops the mech, but it does nothing. Savage just going to go into the tier 3 now. A 21k net worth lead for FNATIC. Boomy do not go in there, so it is very, very dangerous right now. And it looks like Boomy is going to end up dying back. As a nice bash is there on Savage. Can they crit him out? Not quite. Ice 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 will just passively heal him up again. Pops his own Aeon Disc. Now Mac, he's going to pray not to get bashed. He'll Remnant, but he uses all of them to try and just get out. And CML, he just fought back on the Chen. And this game is basically officially over, as now the Fountain dive from Savage. Savage, you aren't that tanky, but he may just be tanky enough to find Bok. And it looks like they want the full team wipe, as now the PA getting caught out. And it's a rampage for Savage. And what a way that'll be to finish off the night. The Savage will finish off in style. And FNATIC, that was a very, very dominant victory.